I think our boy... Oh, Brother and Sister, Chapter 8. Ooh! Minami Daisen Junior High School. Look at Fukuyama looking at us. It was dark the other night, so I couldn't see how big the school actually is. Is that... Hello, you must be from the Utsugi Detective Agency. Okay, he's actually not up close. I am, nice to meet you. My name is Emisaki. Okay, here he is. Hi, I'm Mr. Fukuyama, but I believe we met once before, didn't we? Why is he saying so close to me? Oh, you mean at the police station? Sorry if I was there, but I didn't get the chance to introduce myself. No worries, I mean, I didn't either. Haha. Thank you for taking the time to see me. I know you must have a busy schedule as a teacher. No. It's my job to help the kids in any way that I can, and that means helping you. Is he calling me a kid? Why don't we go inside and talk? It will be better than standing around here. Let's go. Please come this way. Oh, Link got home. Okay, I'm sorry you had to see that embarrassing scene the other day. It's okay, teachers have a lot on their plates. Well, it's true, but I normally thrive when I'm busy. Oh, what do you mean? Well, I mean, it can be tough to work with kids at this age. They're immature, unstable. But when I think of the future I'm helping them build, it brings me great joy. Teaching is definitely my calling. My students have helped me realize that. Seems like you would be a cool teacher. Well, thank you again for taking the time today. Yes, my pleasure. So, how was Megumi been? Oh my god, guys, I'm so itchy. I'm so sorry. Well, she still hasn't been back to school. I went to visit the other day, but I didn't think she was ready. And just as I was turning around to leave, I ran into Tachibana. Tachibana? Did she tell you about this, by the way? She mentioned that she ran into you, yeah. Did she say anything else? Just that you were a dedicated teacher who's really focused on these students. Heh, I see. Good old Tachibana. She's too nice. I called Megumi's house today and spoke to her parents. They say that she's slowly improving. I hope I haven't burdened you with worry. No, not at all. He seems genuinely concerned about his students. I bet he's a really good teacher. So why is Ayumi always giggling about him? All in all, I consider myself really lucky. I mean, how many people find their one true calling? Funny, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I think it's great. Yep. Just what I expected a detective to say. Huh? I really feel I was born to be a teacher. Perhaps it's foolish, but it's what I believe. What are we thinking about? When can I speak with Kohei? Is he still in class? Yes, but 4th period is about to end and Kohei should be here shortly after that. Kohei Takiguchi, what will you know? It seems like Kohei was one of the Isuke's closest friends. Still, I did hear a rumor that the two of them had a falling out over Megumi. I wonder what kind of student he is. I hear that Kohei was a close friend to Haisuke's. Is he also a good student? Yes, Kohei is a very reserved and serious student. He's also close friends with Megumi. When I think about Kohei offered to help Aisuke with his grades, I just can't... And he starts crying. Okay. Please, Saki, you've got to solve this case for Aisuke. Of course, I'm doing my best. Now, Saki. While we're waiting for Kohei, I need to ask you something. Yes, what is it? I'm told that you will be meeting Tachibana at some point today. Does she need to check in with you somehow? Are you her boss? Is she reliable? No, I mean, Tachibana is very talented. I'm not her boss. We're just co-workers. Oh, I see. That's good to hear. A relief. Huh? I can't help but wonder, how is Ayumi doing as a detective? And are you guys making sure she's compensated fairly? I mean, she seems like she's doing a great job, but I'm just curious. Please don't tell her I asked. She scolded me for meddling again. She sure does keep a close eye on Ayumi. Tachibana is one of my favorite school memories. That's awkward. He sure does keep an eye close. Am I to look at him or? No. Maybe it's on observations. I worry too much sometimes. It's a relief to hear that you can count on her. By the way, how old are you, Saki? I'm 19 years old, same as Tachibana. Oh, I thought you were a bit younger than that. When I saw you at the police station, I figured Tachibana was older than you. So I was surprised to hear you actually started at your agency before Tachibana. Oh, I mean, is he suggesting that I'm childish? I mean, it's all too obvious he's older than me, but come on. So as a teacher and as a former senpai, was Ayumi, Tachibana like? Good question. I'm proud to have known her. You should have seen her with Naginata in her hands. She shined. I see. And needless to say, she was beautiful, like a classic work of art. If I could, I would revisit those days, but I know it's impossible. It's interesting to hear these details about Ayumi when she was young. I genuinely feel pity for anyone who didn't grow up alongside young with Tachibana. Of course, that's stupid, I know. I'm actually 4 years older than Tachibana, so technically I wasn't in the club with her. So I was in high school, but I went back to the middle school just to see Tachibana. What? I'm kidding, but my school didn't have a Naginata club, and I wanted to stay in touch with the sport. Oh, I see. He really caught me off guard with that. Hope I didn't yelp too loudly. Ah, the feeling of stepping into a sacred dojo. Your muscles tense and your focus tightens. I'll never forget it. Do you have any martial arts, by the way? Yes, a little karate. Wait, how do you say it? Karate. I was saying in Portuguese. I knew it, so you know the feeling. How it resonates with those of us dedicated to the martial arts. I wouldn't say I'm very dedicated, but... Karate, you said. Wait, I would love to spar with you sometimes. No way that's happening. I want you to take a moment and imagine Tachibana back then, wielding an... Wait. Here. Mr. Fukuyama is one of a kind. Is there more observations or do I have to... I want to... Okay. Let's look at him. Let's look at him. He doesn't seem like he's a dedicated teacher. He doesn't. He does. What? Okay, let me show him this. Say, is that a drawing of someone? This is a drawing of someone named Minoru Suzuki. Do you recognize him? No, I've never seen this face before. I see. I don't know what to do. I think it's this one that I'm missing. When I went back to check in with the club after I graduated, I was shocked. Oh? There was suddenly so many boys enrolled, even though Naginata Club is usually mostly girls. You know why, don't you? Because Tachibana joined the club. No, I'm gonna say I have no idea. I'll give you a hint because a certain first year joined the club. You're saying it was because Tachibana joined the club? I guess I should have known. It's funny, when I used to watch Tachibana practicing your senses, it was like the whole world darkened and all I could see was her. Is that normal? And yet inevitably, some buffoon would walk past and break my line of vision. What in the world is it going on about? Would you say your relationship with Tachibana is strictly as a co-worker, Saki? Well, yeah, I mean, we are co-workers and I see, what a waste. Surely you're not immune to her radiant charms, huh? What's with this guy? So is Kohei on his way, or... Huh? I think fourth period just ended, so let's give him a moment. If it makes sense on now why Ayumi giggles a bit when we talk about Mr. Fukuyama, because he's such a weirdo. Hey, so I was talking to Ayumi. She said that you two first ran into each other again in the front of the school. Yes, that's right. I hadn't seen Tachibana since her time in our middle school Naginata Club. I didn't know her in high school, unfortunately. I can only imagine how she must have blossomed. But those high school days are gone forever. Frankly, it breaks my heart. I see. Well, I knew Ayumi when she was in high school, and I even have a picture of her from then. I obtained it purely from investigative purposes. She pretended to protest a bit, like, no, give it back, I look so silly, it's embarrassing. Well, at least I have memories, my memories of Tachibana from middle school. Huh. Time moves on, we must accept that. I'm sure it won't be the same as actually growing up with Tachibana, but feel free to ask me any questions about her from back then. Oh, I've got some stories. I don't want to listen. Ask me anything. Yeah, how can I ask you? Bro, I feel like I've been already playing this. I feel like I've already been on this scene, and like he says, "Oh, ask me," and then I try to ask and I cannot ask. Mr. Fukuyama may know a lot about Hayumi from way back before I met her, but I know a lot about her from her high school days that he'll never know. I won't lose. I feel like I've got the best of him. What? Superior friendship with Ayumi? Actually, Mr. Fukuyama, I met Tachibana when she was a freshman in high school. There was a police case. I'll spare you the details, but it's what led her to this line of work. I see. She made quite an impression in her sailor suit. Sailor suit? Remember when you said you pitied anyone who didn't know Tachibana growing up? Yeah, I know. Anyway, your words. Is he teasing him? Yes? Do you happen to have any photos of Tachibana from that time? Yes, I have one, but... I had it for investigative purposes. It's not like I carried it around with me. Besides, I see her every day. Uh-oh. I'm being naughty. Indeed, Chiki. This feels weirdly like a victory. Oh. Oh, you're here. We're meeting Kohei. Hey. We're meeting Kohei. You're meeting Kohei. How are you feeling today, Chiki? This must be Kohei, right? Oh, did he just come from PE? He's wearing gym clothes, so it would make sense that his fourth period was PE. He came straight here without changing. I guess he didn't want to keep me waiting. I just woke up. Good morning. How did you sleep? Allow me to introduce to Kohei Takiguchi. This is Aki. Hey, you can just call me Kohei. Nice to meet you. I'm Saki from the Utsugi Detective Agency. I was hoping to ask you some questions about Aisuke. Thanks for taking the time during your lunch break. Sure. I know it's difficult, but anything that you can share could help us solve the case for Haisuke. That said, I might ask you some tough questions. Are you okay with that? Yeah, that's okay. Time to make questions. You and Aisuke were good friends, weren't you? Yeah, we go way back. We've been friends since elementary school, even though we're like opposites. I guess some people couldn't figure out why we'd be friends. I mean, sometimes I wondered about it myself, but we always got along well. Anyway, I think I probably knew Aisuke better than anyone. I really appreciate that you're helping us like this. Thank you, Kohei. Yeah, sure. You're a good friend to Aisuke for doing this, Kohei. Do you know if Aisuke had any other problems? Maybe someone holding a grudge against him? There's no way. I mean, he was way too nice for that. He got along with everyone. I see. That's exactly what all of his teachers said. Seriously, no one disliked him. Uh-huh. Is there anything else about Aisuke's behavior that caught your attention recently? Let's see. I mean, his grades were down and that school that he wanted to get into is really tough. But he seemed totally unconcerned, like he didn't mind at all. But knowing Haisuke, I can imagine he didn't really care about his grades, you know? Unlike me, he was already thinking about his future while he was in middle school. He must have been in shock, right? I can't help but think that Aisuke had to even have been bothered by his grades slipping. Was Aisuke concerned about his slipping grades or not? I guess one thing about Aisuke is that he always played it cool. He never showed vulnerability. Even with his grades, he acted like it was no big deal. So if he had been in some kind of trouble, he would have made sure that no one else knew about it. I mean, he would whine to me about random things every so often, but other than that, it was business as usual. I guess I'm not sure how he felt deep down, even though he was my best friend. Maybe I didn't know Aisuke all that well after all. Let's think. I guess that's as much info as I'll get about Aisuke. Oh, but I should definitely ask about Megumi. They're all friends and classmates. Can I ask about Megumi Morimoto? Yeah, I guess. We've been friends for a long time too, since grade school, and she's in the same class as me now. Sounds like all three of you were pretty close. Yeah, but I would say Haisuke and Megumi were especially close. Although they did fight kind of a lot, probably because they both just said whatever. You know, like brother and sister almost, but they would always make up and be back to normal. Megumi hasn't been to school in a while, even the day when we heard about Aisuke. More? But didn't I? Megumi hasn't been to school in a while, even the day we heard about Aisuke. So you know what I said, Aisuke got along with everyone? Well, Megumi was kind of special. I think he had a crush on Megumi, but I don't know how she felt about him. What do you think of Megumi? What do I think? Maybe I should have phrased it that differently. I mean, she's cheerful and bright. Anything else? Anything else? I guess she likes creepy books, you know, like occult stuff. I'm not really into it. I kind of wish she would stop trying to scare me with creepy stories all the time. That seems a bit different from the gossip I've heard. We're just two different things, you know? Maybe if we just chat a bit, he'll loosen up and start spilling some of that gossip. Though gossip of that kind, I don't know. Maybe I should ask more probing questions. Back off on the questioning. No, I'm going to guess the rumors are just that. Rumors. Let's not do this. Now that I think about it, Asuke did say that he thought Megumi had been a little cold lately. He wondered if she liked someone. Sir, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Please, keep going. Okay. Anyway, it seemed like he was actually serious. Thinking back, it was out of character for him. The freaking teacher coughing, I can't. Bro, are you okay? Do you want to leave? So was that everything you wanted to say, Kohei? Yes. I see, very well. I suppose you can head back to the classroom now. Unfortunately, it didn't really give me any new information, but it was brave of him to come forward and talk to me on behalf of his friend. Kohei, I'm proud of you for having the courage to talk to the detective about all this. Now then, you would best head off and eat lunch, because otherwise, I'm going to eat it myself. Haha, sorry. I couldn't resist. Good job, Kohei. Go on then, get dressed properly. Back to you, Saki. There's one other thing I wanted to discuss if you have time. Okay. Did Aisuke... Did he really get killed? Like, it wasn't a suicide or anything? Why would you think that? Listen, the last thing Aisuke wanted was for anyone to pity him. Not just classmates and friends, but also his family. So if people had found out his grades had been slipping or something, I don't think Aisuke could bear it. You know how we talked about Aisuke's grades slipping and how he might not get into that school? Well, Aisuke actually told me himself that his teacher said he wouldn't get in if things didn't change. And he said, I'm only telling you about this, don't say anything to anyone else. He was really down, man, and he was like, at least maybe we'll still be at the same school as you and Megumi, and he kind of laughed. So I don't know what he really was feeling was, but to me, I don't know what he was really feeling, but to me he seemed depressed. When he was at a real low, I was worried that he would gotten into a big fight with Megumi. And now she's been out for so long, I called her to see what's up, but she didn't answer. I don't know anything about the case, but I thought maybe this detective could finally tell me about it. Anyway, I hope I didn't say anything that Aisuke wouldn't have wanted you to know. But thank you, Kohei. What you've told us is really valuable. Maybe Aisuke's feelings were stronger than anyone knew. Is that why Kohei asked about suicide? As a close friend, maybe he noticed something others didn't. Jesus. But still, he did kill himself with a cord. So there's still a lot we don't know about Aisuke's case. But I know one thing for sure. We will solve the case. I just ask you for your patience. I understand. Thank you. Kohei, you can go back to your classroom right now. It's really admirable of you to help us out. Thank you. Bye. I suppose it's time for me to go as well. Oops. Very well. I'll see you out. Get that posture fixed, Chiki. Get it fixed. Are you working right now? Thank you for your time today, Mr. Fukuyama. Of course, I hope I've been of some help. Yes, indeed. I'm impressed with Kohei. He's a great student. Kinda? What do you mean by kinda? Sorry, yeah, I'm proud of him. It's just that he's not the only one. All my students are great. I'm sure they are. Oh, before I go, was there something else you wanted to discuss? Oh no, it's no big deal. Forget about it. Are you sure? Okay then. I'll contact Tachibana if I think of anything else. Part-time? What is it part-time? Okay, sounds good. Likewise, if you think of anything else, please let me know and say hi to Tachibana for me. Yes, I will pass that along. It makes sense that Kohei suspected suicide. He had no idea what the crime scene was like. Given the circumstances, there's almost no way it could be suicide. But let's say Haisuke was murdered and the killer knew about his recent troubles. Could it made sense to make it seem like suicide? What is the significance of that smiling paper bag? I wonder what it was Mr. Fukuyama wanted to talk about at the end here. And then suddenly wanted to drop it? That makes me extra curious. Plus, overall, I feel like his mood changed right as I was leaving. Bro. There's like people talking. I feel like someone is looking at me. Oh, it's the girls there in the corner! I didn't even see them! I could hear them talk, but I didn't. Playing games that give me money. Oh, is it the thing that we were talking about before? And those two girls are over there talking. I feel like they're looking at me. I'm gonna call them out. Hey, it's that guy who was here with the detective the other day. Hey! Hold on, hey! I recognize you too. You're the ones who gave me some information before. Thank you. No problem. Anyway, I was glad to hear that Megumi is alright. Yeah, that's great news. And I hear that Basachi is okay too. Oh, since you're here, can I ask you a few questions? Sure. Are you like the other detective's younger brother or something? Huh? Or are you her boyfriend? What? No, I'm her business associate. Does that mean you're a detective too? So cool. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm having a tick on my right eyebrow right now. Yeah, this is my right eyebrow. I know it looks left on the stream, but it's my right one. No, I actually think it shows like it's right to you guys. Cheeky, I need those games too, please. Woo! Feels like closure. Thank you. Good luck. Did we just interrogate that detective? It's supposed to be the other way around. Okay. Done. Well, that was something. Younger brother. Do I look younger than Ayumi? Do I really look that young? And I can't believe they asked me if I'm her boyfriend. Sheesh, middle schoolers. What was I like in middle school? Oh, right, I was a runaway. Well, should I go or what? I think I'm done here at school. I should head to the Relax Yukariku Village retirement home now. I have to ask you if I can borrow a photo of Makoto. Oh, what if he looks like the guy? No. From 18 years ago. No, but he would have been really young. Unless... I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I booked an appointment to see Yoshi. Alright, here we go. Oh, the phone is ringing. Hello, Saki speaking. Yo, Dice here. Did you call me, boy detective? Oh, yes. Aw, sorry I couldn't answer. Hope I'm not calling back too late. No, it's alright. I'm sorry for bothering you at work. Work? I've been playing pachinko. Just won a jackpot, actually. Pachinko? Oh, I mean, it's kind of my part of my job. I'm pretending to be a regular customer. It's true. Just don't tell Kuze about it, okay? I'll pay you back with a drink sometime. Right, okay. So what can I do for you? Well, I just wanted to try out the contact info you gave me. Seems like it worked. Oh, boy detective, you're too much. I bet you are a big hit with the ladies, aren't you? Anyway, I've got to get going. Talk to you later, boy detective. This is always exactly the same, even on the phone. Let's get back to work. Hello. Welcome, I've been waiting for you since I heard you were coming to visit. Oh, well, first I wanted to thank you for speaking with me the other day, and now I'm back. You can come visit me anytime. Come now, let's talk over there. Here we are. What can I do for you today? Actually, I was wondering if I could borrow something from you. Oh, what would that be? A picture of Makoto. You want to borrow a picture of Makoto? Why? Well, I mentioned the other day that his disappearance may be connected to a case I'm investigating now. Oh yes, that's right. I should have thought about it before when I was here, but as I continue investigating, I realized that I should try to get some more information about him. But all I had to go on was his name. With the photo, I can do a lot more. Maybe I'll be able to pick up on a new clue to help find him. But you... Yes? You're already working on a case. Are you sure you can take this on as well? Last time I was here, you said you thought I might be able to reunite Makoto and Junko. And well, I would really like to do that. Thank you so much on their behalf. I just have to say thank you again for keeping the search for Makoto alive. I'm sure Junko would be pleased. Now, as for a picture... Yeah, I know it's short notice, but so if you don't have a picture ready, it's okay. I'm really sorry about the short notice. No, it's okay, but... But? A photo? Do I have one? I have to tell you something. The nurse told Junko about your visit here the other day. Oh, so the caregiver spilled the beans. I guess that's reasonable. I would do the same thing if I were a caregiver. She was surprised and she asked me if you had asked anything weird about our family. But after I told her about how much fun I had chatting with you, she seemed to relax a bit. She smiled and she said she was glad I had a nice conversation with you. I don't think I've seen Detective Kuse's smile. It's not easy to imagine. That's just her looking out for Yoshi. Anyway, I hope you don't mind. No, it's fine. I hear that Detective Kuse is very thorough and a fine investigator. Oh, is that so? That's nice to hear. I'm relieved to hear Junko is doing well at her job. That's sweet. Come to think of it, back when Junko was in high school, she came rushing home one day saying she had seen Makoto. I think this is the same story Kamihara told me. Now I don't know if it was really him, but Junko was insistent that it was Makoto. Junko was absolutely convinced that she had seen him. It's easier to see a resemblance when you're hoping to see a particular person so desperately. I hope she will let me borrow a picture of Makoto. Can you give me the picture or what? What is it? Give me the picture. What's that sketch? Someone else you're looking for? Yes, his name is Minoru Tsuzuki. Do you know him? No, I'm afraid not. Sorry. What am I supposed to do then? Junko is absolutely convinced. Junko has became a detective because of what happened with Makoto, right? How did you know that? I'm surprised that she would share that with someone outside the family. She's placing a lot of trust in you, detective. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear from Junko directly. A co-worker of hers told me. Oh, well, that's a different story. I can't imagine her telling anyone. That's why I was so surprised. I wonder who the blubbermouth is. I'll ask Junko about it next time. I have a feeling Kamihara will take some heat for that. Speaking of Junko, she's been busy cleaning up because our old house will be demolished soon. I can tell you how many trips she has made to salvage our old stuff and prepare the place. When she stopped by here the other day, she brought all kinds of stuff. It just occurred to me that you've come at an exceptionally good time, detective. What do you mean? There's pictures. What makes it a good time? Well, excuse me, nurse. How can I help you, Yoshi? Can you do me a favor and bring me a photo album from my room? The one Junko brought me the other day? Oh yes, of course, the one she brought in. I'll get it for you right away. I have a nice picture of Makoto. From when he was young, of course. That's great. A photo of him from back then will be perfectly fine. I'm glad to hear it. We'll just have to wait a moment for the nurse to bring it in. Bring it here, I mean. Yes, of course. So, somehow we left this album back at the old house, but Junko brought it here to me. It was left behind? Yes, well, please understand that after Makoto disappeared, I guess we sort of gave up on family photos and forgot about the album. Is that so? After we spoke the other day, a lot of memories of Makoto came flooding back, and then Junko showed up with his photo album. I guess I was a little bit afraid to even open it. To be honest, I didn't even want to look at it, but then, well, my eggplant-carrying detective friend came back to borrow a picture of Makoto. Hi, I really did show up at the perfect time. I suppose it's easy to avoid art things for a while, but someday you'll have to face up to them. I tried to tell myself that at first, but then I got cold feet. I was just so sad about what happened to Makoto. Do you ever look back through your old family photo albums? No, I don't remember doing that. I'm not sure if I even have photo albums. Oh my. Do I have photos? I might have one tucked away somewhere. I'll be sure to look for it soon. Good for you. Could I have it left at the office? Yoshi, I found the album you wanted. It's this one, right? Oh my god, there was a fly that came to my face. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. If you need anything else, just call. I'll be over here. Oh, look at young Junko and Makoto. I remember this like it was yesterday. And you know, these photos are from just around the time Makoto... I saw Yoshi smiling at some of the photos. I'm glad she has good memories mixed with the bad ones. Hey, Yoshi. Oh, yes, I remember this. I don't think she's listening to me. Aww. Hehe. She looks so happy while she's browsing the album photo. I would love to see her and Makoto and Junko reunited. I hope I can play a part in making that happen. Oh, it's always the same picture. Is something wrong? Oh no, this picture of Makoto showing off his bandages just brought back a memory. He was the kind of boy who always laughed things off, even if it was hurt or being teased, or he was just so honest and a little too good to be true. But I'll tell you a story. One day, Junko was crying because a naughty boy in the village had been mean to her. When Makoto found out, he chased down the boy and shouted, "Don't make Junko cry." The boy apologized and ran off. Makoto turned to run back home, but immediately tripped off and fell face first into some rice paddies. Rice paddies? Is this the same story as Fukuyama? Oh, he was covered in mud and all scratched up. We took a picture of him with all the bandages on. Here, take a look. Thanks, let's see. This is sort of a field day or something. It looks like some kind of relay race. Yes, Makoto was fast, but he wasn't good at passing people. I see. I guess that's somewhat revealing of his personality. This one looks like it was taken on his first day of middle school, is that right? Yes, it was. Doesn't he look cute in his school uniform? Yes, he does. He looks like us. Are we Makoto? Wow, a piggyback ride? That's little Junko. Isn't she adorable? That cute little face. Is it because, like, are we Makoto? Because we suffer from amnesia. We don't remember anything from our life. No, but he would be too. And what if we disappeared and now we are... No, but Junko would have noticed who we were. And here, I think Makoto would be way older than we are. We are 19. Look at this one eating watermelon. It would be weird for Yoshi and both Junko not realizing. Look at Makoto there. Wow, he's all scratched and bruised. Right? That's what I was telling you about. He's in tough shape, but he's smiling and he looks happy. He doesn't look like he's smiling. He looks like... This picture of Makoto giving Junko a piggyback ride is my favorite. But the one below that where he's all scratched up, that one's good too. Hehe. That's cute. Go ahead, take a look at the album. I already did. Let's take another look at Yoshi's favorite. Okay. These are definitely both good pictures. Right. Right? I noticed Junko is wearing the same hair clip in both of them. Did she like this one? Uh-oh. Boom. Imagine. Hair clip. Junko got that hair clip from her mother. Huh. It was the last gift she ever received from her mother. Junko treasured it and wore it all the time. I see. Imagine she still treasures it. Well, I'm sad to say that she lost it. Oh. On Junko's 9th birthday, the day Makoto disappeared, that was also when she lost her precious hair clip. Yes, she came home crying that night and she didn't have the hair clip. We never did find it. So poor Junko lost both her beloved brother and a precious memento from her mother at once. I feel terrible for Junko, so much tragedy in her life. Yes, but she's always had a positive outlook. She never wanted to cause trouble for anyone, even when she was suffering deeply. My husband and I tried our best to carry on normally for her sake. Yeah, it seems like they provided a supportive family. Junko was always putting on a brave face for us. She still does it to this day, I think. So a tragic misunderstanding caused Junko to quarrel with her beloved brother, and the same day she lost her precious hair clip given to her by her deceased mother. Yet she bravely soldiered on for her brother's sake and for the sake of her family. I'm more determined than ever to find Makoto, for Yashi and for Junko. Let's see what we can do. She always worried it was Junko's treasure and... Have you decided which picture of Makoto to borrow? Oh, not yet, sorry. Which one should I take? I think these are the best to pick from. I think I'm gonna pick the one, the piggyback ride. But at the same time I feel like I shouldn't, because it's a family photo and she probably wants to keep it, and these ones you can realize better how do they look like, but I'll take this one. Oh, this one. Yes, I would say this is the photo where Makoto looked the most like himself. Yeah. You should take this one with you. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll just borrow it for a little while. Of course. Thank you for keeping this search for Makoto going. Take care, Eggplant Detective. I'll do my best. I'm sure I'll see him again. Of course. Oh. He seems like such a kind person. I love that picture of Makoto so much. He has such a beautiful big silly grin. Yes, it's a wonderful picture, and look at the cherry blossoms in full bloom. Oh yes. I can just imagine what Makoto will look like as a grown-up. That's so sad. When Junko brought his album here for me, I asked her if she would rather keep it with her. After all, it's mostly filled with memories of her and Makoto. But she just said she would come visit if she ever wanted to look at it. Does Junko come to visit often? Oh yes, she loves to stop by when she has time, but she is busy at work. I hope she gets enough rest. She was actually here this morning, you know. Ooh, a near miss. She says it's easy to visit because it's only a short motorcycle ride for her. She comes by motorcycle? Junko rides a big fancy motorcycle. I was shocked the first time I saw it. I couldn't believe she rides it. Did she ride her motorcycle here today? Yes, every time she comes to visit, it's by motorcycle. Of course, I'm always worried about her riding it. That's... You just found the right picture. I'm so glad. So Detective Kuze rides a motorcycle. Is that surprising? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, now that I have the picture of Makoto, I should probably leave. Oh. I misclicked. My belly is making sounds, guys. Thank you again for all your help. It's really valuable. And thanks for lending the picture of Makoto. You're welcome, and thank you for helping me try to find Makoto. I'm sure Junko will be happy to hear about your efforts. I would tell her to say thank you, but... No, don't do it. You don't have to tell Junko. I know, it's okay. I'll keep quiet. Thank you. Now if you'll excuse me, come back anytime. Nice. Getting more info. So Kuze rides a motorcycle. Not that that's uncommon nowadays. Oh, I've got to remember to put away that picture of Makoto. The picture is precious to Yoshi and important to my case. I mustn't bend it. It might be a good idea to tuck it into my notebook right away. Okay, so it's in my notebook. Let's see, I should have an open page around here somewhere. Let's put it in the sketch with a sketch of Minoru Suzuki. I'm glad I got the photo, but I'm not sure how much a picture from Makoto's childhood will inform the case. Perhaps it's a good time to check with... Uh-oh. Oh. Wait, what? I should have open... Let's put it where the sketch of Minoru Suzuki. I'm glad I got the photo, but I'm not sure how much of a picture from Makoto's childhood will inform the case. Perhaps it's a good time to check with Ayumi? Perhaps it's a good time to check with Ayumi. No, that's not it. I've got it. Ah, okay. Inspector Kamada and ask him if he can provide a sketch of Makoto for okay, this is what they wanted. Let's get the police station right away. Oh my god, I didn't understand what they wanted. I'm too tired for this game. I'm too tired. It's the third one that I missed today. I've never missed any of the guesses that I had to make. Now I'm losing the grip, guys. I'm losing the grip. Welcome back. So how's your side of the investigation going? Well, it's really just getting started. He seems like he's back to his usual self today. I don't know what the hell was going on with him before. I want to ask you, bro. You didn't look so hot the last time I saw you. Oh, you noticed? I suppose that's just you being a good detective. It was incredibly obvious. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I slipped a disc. A disc? You were having back issues? That's right. Ow. To tell you the truth, I dropped my wallet in the car the other day on my lunch break, and it felt right into the gap by the seat, you know? I had to get out of the car to try to wedge my arm down there. I couldn't lose that 3,500 yen. How much is that in euros? Oh my god, one yen is 0.00... Wait, how much is 1 euro? 1 euro is 160 yen. That's crazy. Okay, so 3,500 yen is 20 euros. He didn't want to lose to... Okay, I would go under my seat to also get 20 euros, though. I would also go under. I would do it. I wouldn't lose 20 euros. I had to get out of the car to try and wedge my arm down. I couldn't lose that 3,500. And a slip disc ensued? So that's why you weren't around during all that fuss about Megumi. That's right, I was in no shape for that. It makes sense. But now that I'm all rested up, I'm feeling much better. Whew, I'm glad to hear it. I know back pain can be tricky. Yeah, tell me about it. Back pain tricky for the Iron Inspector Kamada? Not a chance. Iron Inspector, but you threw out your back reaching for your wallet in a drive-thru. So he injured his back? I asked around, but no one at the station would give me a straight answer about what happened to you. Good, I asked them to keep quiet about it. I can let the Iron Inspector's reputation take a hit. Of course, I didn't bother asking Kuze to keep quiet. That would have been pointless. Yeah, I can see her playing along with this Iron Inspector scenario. Well, I appreciate the concern, and I'm sorry to have worried you. Just be careful with that wallet. Not to worry, I've already replaced it with one that's chained into my belt. It costs 3,480 yen. That's basically free. What can I do for you today? I'm afraid I don't have any new info on the case. It was free, you know, because he got the yen back. There's no need to worry about me anymore. I guess I'm just wondering what a slip disc feels like. Oh, it's terrible. Boom, it hits you and suddenly can't move. No joke. I've heard that some people get that sudden jolt when they sneeze on or merely brush their teeth. What, really? Oh yes, you're young, so you're probably okay, but take care of your back. Guys, posture check. Posture check. Take care of your back. This is just a warning mid-game. Oh my god, I can speak. This is just a warning mid-game because we are all gamers and our back really does hurt. They are smart. Enough about my damn back. I'm afraid that all this thinking about is going to aggravate something. So even iron bends sometimes. Is that even a saying? Okay. I was wondering if I could have a police sketch commission. Is that something you can do? A sketch of what? It's not directly related to this case. Oh, taking on even more work, are you? Well, I don't mind helping. Mr. Utsugi has always treated me well, so I'm happy to oblige. Very well, who's the subject of the sketch? Oh, I need to show him the... Oh, is that... This picture is almost 18 years old. What I need is a sketch of what he might look like now. Very well, I'll take care of it. Come this way. Thank you, Inspector Kamada. Let's get a sketch. Aww, she's cute. Alright, this artist can help you out. She also drew the sketch of Minoru Tsuzuki. Nice to meet you. I'm Emisaki from the Utsugi Detective Agency. Hello. Great, you two can take it from here. Yes, sir. I've got to go now, Saki. Good luck. Yes, thank you. Who is the subject of the sketch, boy detective? Boy detective? What? Can I call you boy detective? I was actually thinking how many chapters did I do. I thought I was on chapter 7 still. Makoto's picture. Can you make a sketch of what this boy would look like after 18 years? Oh, yes, just a moment. Here you go. That will do, right? What? How? That's Kuze's brother, right? The boy in the picture? Yes, it is, but... It's nice, isn't it? Detective Kuze also asked me to draw a sketch of what her brother would look like now, so I'm just giving you a copy of it. That works for you, right? Oh, yes, thank you. So Detective Kuze had the same idea that I did. That makes sense. But I bet she wouldn't be thrilled to know that I'm doing this. She might call me in again. Don't worry, I won't tell Detective Kuze about this. Oh? I hope you find Makoto. Yes. So, do you know the story about Makoto? Well, yes, Detective Kuze and I have been working together for a while. And she explained a few more details when she asked me to draw the sketch for her. That must have been made it easier to draw the sketch, huh? That's right. I know Detective Kuze pretty well, and I've developed a little theory about something. You don't want her to know that you're helping track down Makoto, do you? Very sharp, this one. Detective Kuze is too serious. When she asked me to sketch Makoto, she was apologetic. I think she was worried that it wasn't technically related to a case, but she's a detective, you know? She could have just said, it's a secret, do it, but she wouldn't have done that. The fact that she asked, I think it shows that she was desperate for help. Detective Kuze seems like she always plays it by the book. True, but more than that, I think she likes to keep her private matters private. I think she can appreciate help, but she doesn't want the others to get caught up in their mess, you know? Yeah. I'm not sure I would go so far as to say she's shy. I can't imagine how awful it must have felt for Detective Kuze to lose her brother. Okay, let's think. I feel like I've gotten to know what Detective Kuze is really like. Hey, boy detective. Hello, boy detective. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. You seem a bit tired, you okay? Because it's great to be a hard worker, but everyone needs rest. You should go get some. You know, you're right. I'm feeling strangely exhausted. It's definitely time for me to leave. Oops. Wrong button. Thank you so much for helping me with this. It's much appreciated. Of course, now you just need to find Makoto. We're counting on you, boy detective. Yes, ma'am. Now if you'll excuse me. Oh my god, I'm so itchy. Now that I have the sketch, I don't need to use a picture of Makoto. After all, I don't want to mess it up. It's precious to Yoshi and Detective Kuze. Anyway, it's getting dark. I should head back to the office. Oh, am I getting a phone call? Hello, Saki here. Hey, boy detective, we've got a big problem. What? What is it? I'm going broke in Pachinko. I need some cash. Just kidding. Can you come to Kofuku Station right now, boy detective? Oh, sure. Great, I'm headed to a certain place and I want you to come with me. Okay, got it. Wait, like a store or a restaurant or... You'll find out when you get here, boy detective. What? Okay, I'll be right there. I'll be waiting. He's gonna be waiting. What is this all about? And as always, stay comfy and stay classy. Bye!